Hey guys, it's Dark Souls here. Today I want to talk about, well, the state of modern FPS gaming. Now, I play Halo and Call of Duty. I play a lot of the modern FPS AAA titles. And well, the past few years, well, not even the past few years, past like I don't know, 5 or 6 years, I've been just so disappointed with this just the state of the FPS titles that have come out. And it's just like in the past few years it's been even worse. It's been just absolutely terrible. Now, last year Halo Infinite did come out. Yeah, that was it was a great launch except for the fact that there's no content. No content was made, and it led to the game basically being dead at this point. It has only around average, around maybe 5,000 players actively on Steam. This is Steam, by the way. This is the only way to check is on Steam because, well, Steam publishes everything data related for games. And then also Call of Duty Vanguard came out last year. Nobody really cared about that game. I bought it. I played it. I regretted my purchase. It was terrible. And then Battlefield 2042 came out, which was man, it wasn't a good year for gaming. It really wasn't a good year. There was really no good FPS title. Like Halo was probably the best when it first came out, and then it quickly became one of the worst because of the content. And then this year, well, not this year, it's 2023. 2022, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, which was actually, I feel like, a pretty fine launch. It had a lot of issues, bugs and stuff, and content-wise, but gameplay was fun and it was pretty good, and a lot of people enjoyed it. I feel like. And then Season 1 came out for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and yeah, it added Tier 1, hardcore. It's not hardcore, it's tier 1. It's terrible. And shootouts, I believe, was during season 1, pretty sure. And then yeah, it was just like it was a good thing to keep us grinding, to get to level 250. I hate the progression system in Call of Duty nowadays. I mean, it's not, at least it's not like Halo Infinite. Still lacking a progression system over a year from launch. That is just sad. That is terrible. Halo Infinite, really, how have you, I just don't understand. And then, well, Season 1 Reloaded came out with shipment, and that was really fun, that was really great. Halo Infinite got, I think around this time, Forge got released. I think it was actually no. I'm not sure when it came out because I started playing Halo Infinite again back when I got bored with Call of Duty. I started to go like, you know what? What's popping in Halo Infinite? Nothing, of course. And Forge was already added, so I think it's still in Forge beta though. Which it does not look like no beta. It looks pretty finished to me. It's really great actually. I really love Forge, but it's just too little, too late. Yeah. I actually played a shipment map on Halo Infinite with Forge. Oh my god, it's literally just exactly the same from Modern Warfare 2. It's so funny. But yeah, now we're getting rumors that, well, Season 2 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is being delayed by 2 weeks. And it's just like, the game has literally zero content been added for a few weeks, and people are getting bored. You can see in the Steam concurrent players that, yeah, people are getting bored because that's just how Call of Duty a lot of times works. Is that, well, that's how live service games work in general. It's like they release a big update and then they go absolutely silent for except for adding shop bundles for like until next season. So it's like that season better have enough content to keep you going for at least a few months. And Halo Infinite at least a year basically, and it never does. So you see people slowly start to decline, but in Modern Warfare 2, the decline is a little more steeper. There is no way to like kind of fact check this though. That's the major thing because like all the recent Call of Duty has been in BattleNet. I wonder why. Actually, I know why. It's probably because Activision owns BattleNet and they get 100% of the cut. They get more money, and I'm just glad that they put it back on Steam. I thought it was never going to be on Steam, which is honestly really great for the player base because I love Steam. Just because all my games are on Steam, so it's just an easier way of getting to my games. And yeah, it's just crazy to think that just a whole season You know, Modern Warfare 2, I believe it had over 3,000 people working on it. I think it's either 3,300. I don't know. So, yes, okay, it says here that Activision has over 3,000 people working on MW2 2022, which is just sad to think that, yeah, sure, I bet it's just a lot less people working on just the battle pass and the content. But it's just sad to think that season 2 is gonna take 2 more weeks. I don't see that as a really good decision for them. Especially, I mean, you better hope that they add more. But it's probably gonna be the same season 2 though. It's already gotten dated mined countless times, and that's gonna suck. I feel like it's gonna kill the player base if it comes out and it's completely the same. I think there's rumors that they're gonna be completely overhauling the UI, and that's why it's taking that much time. But then again, it's just a rumor. Yeah, if they do, in fact, overhaul the UI, it's like, oh man, I wish that they would get the content out first and then do stuff that really doesn't change the gameplay experience. You know, that's what sucks. Like, the UI is terrible. Don't get me wrong. The MW2 UI is terrible. Halo Infinite's UI is pretty garbage too. They should probably change that. It's just, oh my god, they chose completely different design approaches. Actually, they're like not similar, but they're similar in some regards. Halo Infinite, you have to be in the main menu to go to customize, shop, or anything. If you're in the multiplayer tab, you can't customize your Spartan from the multiplayer tab. It's like, that's stupid. I hate that. And you can't access the shop unless you get prompted with buy from the shop, which is kind of like, why can't I just go to the shop then? Call of Duty was like, yeah, we're gonna make this UI look like a streaming service, which there's rumors that, yeah, Hulu developers actually made the UI, which, I mean, that's all they know is making a streaming service UI. And let's be honest, live service games nowadays are pretty much streaming services. It's kind of sad. And then also, well, it's just sad. Battlefield 2042 though is by far one of was the worst launch of 2021. Oh my god, it's crazy. It was the beta, I believe. Was it the beta that came out, or was it the alpha? I don't know. It felt like a pre alpha when playing it, at least. Was just utter garbage in terms of netcode, glitches, everything. And then it came out, and none of it was fixed. Like, you could literally look up how many people are playing Battlefield 2042. It's just 2021 came out, and everybody was excited because it felt like Call of Duty was gonna have some sort of competition, which is lacking there in the market, except for Warzone, which Warzone is competing with Fortnite, which can't really compete with Fortnite. Fortnite is like, it's like the only live service game that actually worked. Because, well, Fortnite, Epic knows what they're doing with the live service. Any other developers really don't know what the hell they're doing. And it's just the way that gaming is going is just, I feel like the modern FPSs are kind of just dying off when it comes to popularity a lot of the time. It's still really popular, don't get me wrong. But it's not nearly as popular. You can see all the, like, Call of Duty especially, they're not really focusing on the multiplayer, the FPS, like the multiplayer, like the bread and butter of the Call of Duty franchise anymore. And I don't mean FPS in like Battle Royale and stuff, I mean multiplayer, like player versus player, well, Warzone's player versus player, but like team-based, where you're 6v6, 4v4 for Halo. It's kind of not doing as good because it's been a trend for so long, and it's kind of on its way out. And you can see that with Call of Duty, where Warzone is their main focus, multiplayer is second focus. And now we're seeing Warzone and Battle Royales on their way out because they're not as popular anymore. And we're starting to see extraction shooters, which DMZ in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is amazing if it had more content. It's definitely a beta. It has a lot of issues with it too. I wish there was just a PvE mode, because I'll be honest, I'm not really into PvP that often when it comes to big scale stuff. When it's big scale stuff, I love the PvE elements. But when it's PvP, it's like, I don't want to do that. PvEVP is a very popular genre right now. And they even did that with Warzone 2. They added some PvE elements into it, which is interesting. I haven't played Warzone 2 because I'm not a battle royale type guy. I never really liked battle royales. The only battle royale I did like was Blackout in Black Ops 4, which is crazy to think. There's also a lot of a lot of rumors and speculation. I don't know. I'm not sure it's confirmed, but Halo Infinite extraction mode. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be like the extraction mode that you know of, like DMZ and Tarkov and stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be similar to, in a way of like just a PVE mode. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be strictly a PVE mode. Which, if that's the case, I'm gonna be excited for that. I think it got rumored like a year ago though, so 343, please, please. And I think there also was a rumor that it got canceled, but I wasn't able to find anything on that. I just heard from somewhere that it was canceled, and I couldn't find anything to fact check that. So let me know in the comments if you know anything about that. But yeah, modern gaming in general is just, it's kind of crazy nowadays. It's just kind of a joke now. I'm not talking like modern FPS, like every FPS, but really just AAA. It's like now, back in like the 2010s, not early 2000s, but 2010s, where it was starting to pop off a lot, and late 2000s. It was like, you knew if it was AAA, it's quality. Like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, I should say. Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was like, you knew those games were quality. Battlefield, you got Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield Bad Company, I believe, was a good. I never played Battlefield, so I'm sorry, I'm not a Battlefield person. I mean, I've tried it and I didn't really like it. Which is also one of the reasons why I didn't like MW19. It felt very similar to Battlefield in some regards. It didn't really felt like Call of Duty and Battlefield mixed, and I just didn't like that, so I didn't play MW19. MW2 is a little bit better when it comes to that, but everybody's complaining that they don't want it like that. So it's like, I swear to God, if they change the movement, I hate that. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and then Halo. Oh, Halo's always been on a steady decline since Reach. And it's sad, but it's true. It's 343's focused mostly on the competitive side, and it's like, man, they just leave the casual players in the dust. It's like, think of something that's like as cool as the elephants. That in Halo 3, MW, what? Okay, Halo 3 on Sand Trap in multiplayer map. They had the elephant in Halo 4 as a campaign mission, which was probably one of the best ones. I actually really liked that mission, but just the dynamic in Halo 3, they had captured the flag on that map. The flags could sometimes be on the elephant, and that's like, that is such an amazing gameplay decision. Really, you could shake it up, because you could, risk it and go all the way to their side, move your elephant all the way to their side to make some quick capture the flag delivers, and that would be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. And then Halo 4 was just very similar to Call of Duty when it came to multiplayer. Well, not similar, but it had a lot of Call of Duty elements to it. And then Halo 5 was a competitive's dream, a competitive player's dream Halo. And then Halo Infinite, good gameplay. It's fun. Multiplayer is fun. No content. The content is gone. There's no content at all. I really hope that they at least get some Forge maps. I think they have done a few Forge maps, which is cool. But they need more. They definitely need more. Just take it for the community. I mean, I saw a Guardian on Halo Infinite's Forge, and it was like, damn, this would be great if it was added to Halo. And it's like, come on, 343, please. Guardian is such a good map. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. It's just more of a rant saying how modern FPS titles are just like, they're just not it, they're just not it nowadays. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please like if you like the video, dislike if you dislike the video. Let me know in comments, well, what do you think about modern gaming as a whole? Because I'm not much into gaming anymore, because it's just become a lot of corporate greed now. It's not fun anymore to play games nowadays. It's just blind grind. It's just a bunch of grinding nowadays. And I like grinding games. I really like them. Not when they're done like this, where it's just like, yeah, you grind, but you're grinding because they want to keep you hooked on the game, so you buy stuff. And it's like, I don't like that form of, well, playing. I don't want to play those type of games that often. I hope you guys did enjoy this video though, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye now.